Okay, Shalom, Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Kol Halo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahawadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, every well. By the Spirit taught us this beautiful, beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all you Aki Menakwaf. That's out here sincerely, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai to the best of their ability. It's Zachanan, the Wah, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying by the Spirit. Okay, now what this lesson is mainly going into, is Jussie Smollett. They gave him 5 months in jail, of course. But I wanted to touch on some of the things that they were basically saying about him. You know, basically, he's black and he's gay. Now, there's no such thing as black people, because as you can see, he's clearly not black. His mask is black. You know, this young lady on the right of him, I'm not sure if that's one of his sisters or not. The mask is black. He's not black. No one's black. See what I'm saying? There's different shades of brown people, and there are different shades of red people on the earth. Now, the so-called white man, he gave you the social constructs white and black, but those are not nationalities. You know, I just wanted to just point that out, because they seem to have had focused in on that they zeroed in on that to me, you know what I'm saying, through this article. Now, let's get a little bit of it. It says, Jussie Smollett sentenced to five months in jail for staging fake hate crime in downtown Chicago. Let's see. It says Jussie Smollett remained defiant to the end Thursday, loudly denying he staged a fake hate crime in an incident that drew international attention as he was hauled from Cook County courtroom to begin a 5-month stint in jail. Now, what you've noticed is too, hey, this the alphabet people, the LGBT, they ain't backing this guy, man. They was at first, but everybody saw through that bullshit, man. And he's still running that game, man. It says, I did not do this, Smollett said after the sentence was handed down, tugging at his suit coat. I'm innocent. The actor, who is black and gay, added, if I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years, and the fears of the LGBTQ community, whatever he meant by that. But anyway, like I said, if you notice, blacks and LGBTQ, they want to associate you so-called Negroes, and I say so-called black because you're not actually black. You're actually Hebrew Israelites. And if you are so-called black, you're a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe that Yahushua is from, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name is not Jesus. His name is Yahushua, which means that he's the savior or deliverer in Paleo-Hebrew. And he was a dark melanated man. The scriptures clearly describes him as being a dark melanated man, you know, so dark that it looked as if he burned in a furnace. You know, feet of polished brass, woolly hair, deep voice. But see, they want to associate black, and what you're missing is they want to associate you with the LGBTQ too. They want to make it seem as if everything that you see, everything that we done went through in this country for 500 years or so, the LGBTQ, they're similar to that. They're acting as if the LGBTQ have been hung, castrated. The babies that they aren't having have been, you know, used as alligator bait. Gone through the stresses and craziness of Black Wall Street being burned down. You know, it's amazing that no one is standing up to. You think Black Lives Matter would stand up and say, hey, look, that shit don't have nothing to do with all the shit that our ancestors went through. But they put it all together. You black and you LGBTQ. See, they want to put that stigma, man. They want to put that brand on you that you're black and you're, you know, an LGBTQ. It's got to do with you. It don't have nothing to do. They act as if it has nothing to do with the so-called white man that's writing the laws that's saying that shit is okay. Every time you look at a commercial, it's always a so-called black man that's prancing around. Matter of fact, I was just at Walmart, literally just left Walmart. You know, because I'm at the plantation right now. I wasn't doing that. I had a little downtime. Went in, like, you know what? I'm going to go back here and grab, you know, they got them little cheap $5 movies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Them DVDs, you know. And, you know, a lot of them you can get the 3 in the pack. You know, you get 3 DVDs for the price of that $5, whatever. Little cheap, you know, just some little hobby I do. You know, watch little movies on the side here and there. But anyway, get to the counter, you know, self-checkout. And I'm already looking at this dude. You know, he's effeminate as all hell. And then, I'm checking, barcoding the movies. Here he comes, walk up with it, long pink ass nails, effeminate as hell, punching numbers, because with certain stuff, that you need an attendant, basically. Here he comes. I'm talking about effeminate as hell. Women fingers. I ain't even look up at him. I didn't even pay him no attention when I first walked through, because I'm looking like, that's just the way you look these days. And I had no idea. I forgot about they had to, come and put their little numbers in. Here he comes, punching his little nail with his little nails clickling up against it. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. We need out of here, man. This place is wicked as hell, but they try and push that with black. So that's one of the things that I wanted to focus in on too. He said repeatedly he was not suicidal. If anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that. So he's scared to probably go in here because things happen to people when they go into these jail cells, especially lately, as of yet. And they may not necessarily, so he may have a point there, but who knows, man. But anyway, 5 months is no time for him. He's basically going to probably do maybe about 2.5 of them. And this is just to appease people, you know what I'm saying? Because actually, he's a damn Edomite. And this is how we roll with the spirit. Let's go to Psalm 73 real quick. I'm going to start at verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Verse 5 is the point. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You see? Because had that really been a so-called black man, he'd have got more than 5 months. I tell you that. And then all the money, the overtime that the police station put in, the state, the attorneys, all that money that was spent on running down the fact that this clown done pulled a fast one on everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some Trump that they had on mega hats. You dealing with these. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna even go into it. Let me try and keep it as classy as I can, man. Because it's just ridiculous. And when they throw that black, and this guy's not a black guy, look at him. Now, this is where you get tares from. Wheats and tares, man. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me go off into that. Because there are people that look like us, that look like so-called Negroes, but they're not us. Like you got this guy right here. You got Tracy Ellis Ross. She's a so-called white woman. These are so-called white people. They just got that color from the mother. But see, the seed line goes through the father. Whatever that dad is, because he's carrying the seed. The mother is just earth. She's like, earth. She's like dirt. The nutrients, to incubate basically that baby, that seed until it comes out. But that seed is what that dad is. It don't make no difference what the baby come out looking like. That's just common sense. That's why I always bring out even the pedigree of a dog. That's why when you can go to a pet supply store, a pet store, and people want papers on dogs. They want to know that mother and that father, so to speak, of those dogs. They want those boys to be 100% of what they saying it is. They don't want no mutts. They don't want no inner, something mixed with something. No, because that's important. That's a part of. They know that that's important. See, so if it's that important with a goddamn dog, you don't think that it would be important with people? You see what I'm saying? So by that so-called white, because this guy's dad, he's a Russian. He's a so-called Russian Jew. And I'm going to try and find his picture. But that's one of the things. Because look, matter of fact, let me see. Because see what you'll see the pictures of all the so-called black people. Then you had his grandmama there. This is supposedly his grandmother. Everybody's there. All this Negro stuff. But where is his mama? I think that might be his mom. But not one time since all this shit been going on for the past 3 years have you seen this guy's dad, man. Not one time. And who knows, he could be ashamed of him or something like that, with the lifestyle. But let me see. I remember looking into this. His dad is a Russian Jew. And if he really is, and he doesn't go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then he's a damn Edomite, man. That's one thing that, see, they this is how funny Esau is. That's why, they're real slick. Esau Edom is really, really fucking slick, man. I'm gonna just put in his parents. Let's see here. Because all you seeing is the so-called black side. You're not seeing, they probably done screw up a lot of the pictures of his dad. It used to be some in here. Just photos. Cause see, even his sister, them brothers, hey, they was kind of popular coming up. Now, the sister, one of, kind of came up and is a lot more popular than all of them. But see, they're not showing it. See, they'll show his mama. This is their mama right here. You see? That black and gay. You already know what kind of company he held. Let me see. Let me put in his dad. Because they play games with this, man. And a lot of these artists, they'll use that black side of their family. Like all you hear is Tracy Ellis Ross. She don't talk about her dad like that, but he's a so-called white man. He looked like he could be a Jake right here if that's really him. But I'm going by what they're saying about, who he come. He's from Poland, Russia. Jussie Smollett's father, of actor Jussie Smollett, was a Russian Polish Jew, see, with American citizenship. That's what I'm going by. Now, are there Jakes over there? Of course. You know what I'm saying? But in the meanwhile, they're not showing him like that. It says Jussie Smollett was born, Joel is his name, because I think all of them got names with the letter J. Joel Smollett was born October 8, 1956, and was the son of Peter Smollett and mother and Molly Hutchinson. He came from a multi-ethnic family whose roots can be traced to Poland, Russia, and Romania. There is not much information about his early years and his education background, but his wife had mentioned that he once pursued a modeling, I guess. However, he worked as a cable slave. Okay, but anyway, he got married to a civil rights activist. Joel Smollett was married to wife Janet Smollett, an African American, which we're not African American either. You can't be two continents named after two different white men. That's not a nationality as well. But as you can see, like I said again, he could be a Jake, but from what they're saying, he's an Edomite, man. And he got that. He just seems as if he has that spirit of an Edomite, man. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But let's get to the point of the lesson here. I wanted to go to Numbers chapter 1 because you get it gives you the rundown of how you go about lineage. Numbers chapter 1, I'm going to start from verse 1. And the Lord, Yahweh, spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poles. So you can see it says by the house of their fathers, not their mothers. You see? It says every male by their poles, not every female by their poles. This is about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, not Abigail, Isabella, and Jessica, man. You see? And that's why, like I said again, when you go into the lineage of Matthew chapter 1 of Yahushua, which the world English calls Jesus, that's how you know that him and Mary and Joseph had sex to bring him forth. Because why would you have that genealogy? You got that long-ass genealogy, damn near a chapter long, half the chapter, and then all of a sudden it's, his mama was a virgin. She never had sex at all. That's white Jesus, Christianity, crap, man. Bunch of crap, man. And then, like I said, if you read on through, it goes on to name the, let me read on just a little bit more. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou Aaron shall number them by their armies. And I always like to bring out the fact that if you notice, this is only men that are in the army. Not no damn women. Women are not supposed to go to no damn army, man. Talking about fighting nobody. And with you, there shall be a man of every tribe, everyone head of the house of his fathers. And that's how you go by genealogy, man. That's how you go by your progenitor, your race. It goes by the seed line of the father. And as you go on through, it's going to name off all the tribes, all men, all the way through, all 12 tribes. So, just wanted to just bring that out, man. And watch it with Esau, with that slickness and that slipperiness of that slippery shit that he got going on as far as that black and white crap and that mixed and that you're mixed, biracial, multiracial, all those names. You have to watch for those buzzwords, man, because that's all trickery and it's a lie. You are exactly what your dad is, man. Matter of fact, let's see. This is what I want here. This Esau right here, he was trying to get some of that color back. And Esau seeing that the daughters of Canaan, which are Hamites, those are Africans, because we're not Africans. We're not Hamites. We're Shemites. And Esau seeing that the daughters of Canaan pleased not Isaac his father, then went Esau unto Ishmael and took unto the wives which he had, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nabajoth, to be his wife. So he had children with darker people because he came out red. And that's the real color of Esau, man, the so-called white man. And they were a lot redder back then. You see, now they're kind of, they done kind of came forth. They're pinkish. They're a little more pinkish. But you'll come across one every now and then that look like a damn fire hydrant, man. You see? No matter of fact, let me go. Had a couple saved in his history. Now let's go. It says, thus dwelt, this is Genesis 36:8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Ruel, the son of Beshmath, the wife of Esau. So he had multiple wives. He got with darker skinned women. And now you have a whole total race of Edomites that have blended in to try and get that curse off of them. Because to not have melanin is a curse. So now they're blended in all throughout the earth, and people don't know who's who really. But that's why you go up into the parable of the wheat and tares with Yahushua. Because there are people out here that look like us that are not us. In fact, here we go. Let's go into it, because this is Yahushua. See, people don't understand this parable. This is a parable of the wheat and weeds. Matthew 13:24. Another parable put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. See? Now, if you're familiar with wheat and tares, I like to always bring that picture up because they look exactly alike until they grow all the way up to the harvest. You can't tell them apart until they get all the way through, though. It says, but when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householders came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, an enemy have done this. And the so-called white man is the enemy, man. The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, nay, which means no. Lest while you gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares and bind them up in bundles to burn them, which is the so-called white man. Yeah, y'all ass is going to get it, man. But gather the wheat into my barn, which is the Israelites. Now, there's an explanation to this parable. Let's get it, because he's going to explain it. Now, here's the parable explained. Verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. Those are the Israelites. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. So the wicked one is the so-called white man. The scriptures call them the border of wickedness. You go into the book of Obadiah, that whole chapter, that book is just one chapter. It's dedicated to them. It calls them the border of wickedness. They are the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's out here dictating this damn near $10 gas? These goddamn masks want you to roll your fucking sleeves up. They all on Mars. They all in damn space. They want to go to the moon. International space centers. The gift of the sword was given to them. What are all the goddamn weapons they got? Nuclear bombs, tanks, Black Hawk helicopter. I don't give a shit. Hey, look, those are the people. These are the wicked. Verse 39. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world, man. And that's where the scripture says, those that have an ear to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have understanding spiritually, you will understand this parable. Because there are people that are out here that look like us that are not us, man. As a matter of fact, I always like to bring it up because, you know, it helps to see stuff. Wheat. I'm just going to put in wheat and tares. We just going to get some images. So you ain't even had to punch it all the way in. Wheats and tares, man. And then they got the parable, but we just want some images. Because see, look. Tares look identical to wheat. See? And you can't tell until it gets up in height and start until the harvest. So you don't want to cut that, try and get the tares out of it because you're going to tear up most of your wheat. You see what I'm saying? So that's the parable. And so that's why you have people like this guy right here. Let's go back so we can further understand. Salakia. That's why you will have a person like this that looks like us. He got our hair. He got a little bit of our tint. But his father is a so-called white man. Now, that's just me going in the spirit, man, because of the way he's been getting down, that time, that length of time that they gave him, because that Psalm 73:5 goes off into the Edomites, man. They're not in trouble as other men. That's why that little slap on the wrist they gave him, and look how long it took them to do that. Shit been going on like 4 years now, I think. But like I said, you got people like this. You got those Maury twins, for example. Lenny Kravitz. It's plenty of them. It's plenty of them. Any of them that's got that so-called black mother, but they got that so-called white father, those are tares, man. And I just wanted to just bring that out. I pray that it's, that you get the understanding from it. Because this guy right here is not one of our people, man. They try and buck us up. They try and make us seem as if we're the whole continent of damn Africa. See, that's the one of the I'm getting a little excited, Salakia, but that's one of the weapons of Esau Edom to keep you from knowing that you are Hebrew Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the children of Israel. But they'll call you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, African American, anything except for Hebrew Israelites, man. And that's in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 with the curses that we will be going through once we were in captivity. That they will be calling us bywords, that we will be in astonishment to all the nations. All these nations have a different word that they call us. They will not call us Hebrew Israelites. And don't think that the elite don't know. But I just wanted to just bring this out. I don't want to keep the lesson long. This right here is a perfect example of what they want. They want to compare you. They want to put you with damn sodomites and blacks. Call you blacks and push your whole 500 years in this place to being with some damn sodomites, man. That's wickedness, man. They want to make it seem as if you're void of light. That's really what black mean. Void of light. These are the wicked people that's on the planet, when actually in reality, who's writing all the laws? Who's in control of all the laws that's being written for the LGBTQ people? It's but damn sure not us. Now it's at a point where if you say anything, or it's crazy, man. But that lets you know that we're in the end days as well, man. So like I said again, look at here. They got grandmama. And look like on her pants it says nigga. Or really it's just tiger. But that anyway. Hey, but like I said, this are the photos they give you. He tried to come off in there, snakish. That's that Edomite spirit. Being all snake-like, coming there with his grandmama. This is about black and gays. No, show your dad, man. Where your dad and your granddad and your grandmama on your dad's side? Where they at? You ain't seen them not one time. Because they trying to ease the bullshit on you, man. But anyway, just wanted to bring this out. Pray that this lesson was edifying. With that, Kwam Yashala.